guys, you're watching the one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a City. We're just starting on the interior. Oh, I was looking at the ceiling. We're just starting on our interior to the airport. And so far, it's going really well. I think we've got a really solid plan, a really solid foundation to be able to continue on with this without too much trouble. Last episode, we put down a nice floor, nice coloured floor to blend in with a sort of modern look, but it doesn't sort of blend into the walls and stuff like that. We went for a just off-white colour. We've got these beautiful escalators going into the top here, which goes to the two tunnels, which we said was going to be one for the incoming and one for the outgoing. These also do join up together. We just haven't got the floor down in here, but they do join up together. And then somehow you would usually sort of be able to walk onto the planes. I don't know exactly how it works. I don't know. I just saw it on the picture. I've never been in an airplane before. I haven't got a passport, so I don't really know how an airport works. I only know from knowledge of games, like Call of Duty games that have like an airport in them. That's sort of as far as my knowledge goes. But we're working. We're doing okay, and you guys have been helping me out as well. Ooh, let me get the cable sorted out. There we go. Stop rubbing against my arm now throughout the whole video. And we've got this nice sort of waiting area at the top here as well. We're going to have a waiting area down the bottom if we've got the room. We might not have too much room, so there's a nice amount of room up here. However, we did say at the end of last episode that we wanted to get some lights up here to be able to light all of this place up. So let's do that one first. I also want to get rid of these oak. This is the sort of detailing that we've got across the top of the roof, but some of it pokes through. I want to get rid of that, so that's something that we're going to have to sort out as well. So, lighting. Let's have one there. It's very low. It's very, very tight to the floor, or there. I think there's better. We just have one long one that goes all the way across. I can do this from the floor to make it a little bit easier. Oh no, that's a good height. That's a good height. Just to give us some lighting down here. Otherwise, it's going to be very, very dark. And I don't really know how to do the lighting otherwise. I'm not really sure. Oh, someone had a really good idea. You know when I was showing you the molasses store mod? And I didn't exactly know how this block mixer works. I still don't know exactly how it works. A few of you guys have had some ideas that I just haven't tested out, so I'm sure that I already have the answer. But I did have a suggestion that was pretty interesting that we could potentially use for the floor here in the airport. If we got glowstone, and then we got a block, let's say grey, that we have on the floor currently. And then if I mix these two together, I don't know what way round I need to mix it. It might be that way or it might be the other way. And we get this. It does light up. Now, does that mean that if I put it in that way, I think that actually gives off light. I need a dark spot. It does. 490. Is that actually like a block 490? Like if I went that to that, set 490. Oh, look at that. It's got all of the blocks. Wow, that's totally weird. No, undo. I could do it by hand then. It might be a really good idea. Do we really need it? I don't know. It's a really cool idea for the future, though. It actually gave us that light, but being only one block, so it takes away that carpet level. Something to think about. It's definitely something to think about. Is that part lit up enough up here now? Not quite enough, but I think we'll figure that out later on in time. Now, we want to come down here. I want to surround this sort of wooden detailed area up with the snow around the outside. We don't want this here. Oh, they're pains. Oops. There we go. Get rid of all those. Neatens all this part up. And this is going to be where you buy your tickets for your plane. Buy your plane ticket. That makes more sense. In the corner here, I think it's a really decent sort of spot. We did say that we were going to have it here, but I think it's a little bit too close to the escalator to go up. I think we'd rather have it over here, and then you can go up the escalator and go and wait once you've got your ticket. I think that'd be a pretty good idea. We also need a metal detector as well. How are we going to do this? Well, because do you go through... say, I've never been to an airport, so I don't know. But do you go through a metal detector before you get to buy your tickets? Or can you buy your tickets anyway and then go through a metal detector later? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a high security airport of which you have to go through a metal detector before you even buy your ticket. If you're going to go on a plane, it means you need a ticket, so you're going to go through a metal detector first. I think that's a smart idea. So we're going to have a metal detector here. We're then going to have the ticket booth over here. And then I think what I might do is I might forget the luggage collection to go onto the plane. We'll just say that they magically get it somehow. I don't exactly know how. We haven't really got the room to put it in, and I don't really want to sort of make more room for it. It's going to cause more trouble than it's really worth. So we want a counter for... oh, that's perfect. We want a counter for our tickets. I think this quartz is going to be perfect for it. We want a decent amount of room here behind for computers and monitors and stuff like that. I have, for those of you wondering, I have made a new texture now for a computer monitor using one of the paintings. It's been long last. It's been a long time, I know, but it is now sorted. And I think we can... I can only put them really on the back. So, oops, I'm going to put like this and like that. And then we can get paintings. And let's put a couple of blocks. One there and one there. And not that one. I haven't seen it in Minecraft yet, actually. I just done it in Photoshop. There we go. It works really well. I think it's just something nice, neat, nice and small. We can get a pressure plate as well. Maybe a nice dark keyboard so it stands out. I think it looks really neat. I think it looks perfect for what we want here. And get another one either there. Look at that, we're being lucky today. And I don't think we really need any more. It's just so neat looking, aren't they? So neat looking. I'm getting better with making Photoshop stuff. It's not perfect, but it's certainly going to do. You can certainly tell what it is, and that's all we really need. Now, we do have one slight problem, and that's that I can't put computers on this side of the desk. Because I could put, like, a pressure plate and then put a painting on this side. But as you can see, it doesn't really work that well. Unless I get a painting that has sort of a neutral colour. Like that. And use that as like the back of the computer screen. That's one option, I suppose. I don't like it there, though. I think if I was going to have it, I would have it there and there. I think I like that one. It's like a neutral. It's still sort of nice and dark and grey. Or, you know, that sort of blue back monitor look. I think that works really well. Those ones look like monitors. These ones look like wood now from this side. There's only so much that we can do, though, isn't there? There's only so much that we can do with Minecraft. So, seats. These people aren't going to want to stand up all day. They're going to want to sit down behind these desks. And we'll put one seat down there and one seat down there. I think white blends in really nicely with everything else here. And we'll have one here and one here for the people on those back ones. I want some bookshelves, bookcases for, I don't know, airport rules and I don't know what other stuff that they have. So we're going to have some of those there. Is there anything that I can have sort of up this area? That would be really nice to sort of fill. I don't know what with. What have we got? We don't want a drinks machine behind there, Coca-Cola machine. That doesn't really make sense to have behind the table there where the public can't get to. Chests I don't really think makes that much sense. Barrels, no. I mean, that book is a pretty cool book, but I don't think it's really going to be any use behind there. Lifeguard stuff doesn't really make too much sense. Nothing that we can do with the doors. Oh, I could put a trapdoor in, though, to get in here. Yeah, we can do that. I'm sure we can find one that'll blend in really nicely. I don't think there really is much that I can put there. Maybe just a couple more bookshelves, like that. Just makes it look quite neat. Let's get a trapdoor. What ones do we have? Birch trapdoor. It probably is the closest colour to what we have. Oops. Trapdoor. I mean, the iron one, yeah. But the only problem with the iron one... Actually, wow, it's got the animation as well. Grey. The only problem with the iron one is that we then need to power it somehow with a button and all that kind of stuff. And that just never works out. I think that's nice and neat. Just to get in there. I love how it's got an animation now. That's so nice. Stairs. Wood. black chairs be better than the white chairs? Do they look better? Do you guys think they look better? I think they look more like office, like real life office chairs. They're usually black. Like my chair sort of has mostly black on it, rather than mostly white. You can get some white ones, but I think the black one looks better. Okay, and then I want here the metal detector. Now we want not only a metal detector for the person, but also for luggage. So I think the luggage we obviously want on the left hand side so it doesn't get in the way of the escalator. And I think that's probably the thing that we should do first, because that might take a little bit more thought. Let's clear our inventory. We want a block to go at the bottom, some sort of metal block. Maybe, have we got like that steel block? I haven't ever used it before, so maybe that could work really well. Yeah, I think that'll work out really nicely. And I think what we want to do is, let's say we had it 7 blocks long. 7. I'm trying to decide which one I want to go for. The metal sounds to the train mod is so loud, it's ridiculous. And then I want rails. And this is what our minecart chest is going to go along. And then we want, I think I want a colour. We want a red beacon for sure, just not yet. Red beacon. We want, I think, torches just for like the alarm look. What block do we want on the side? How do we want to dress this up? Like a silver or a grey. The mossy, that blends in with other stuff though that we've already got in here. Cyan clay, that'll be perfect for it. So, for the moment, I'm going to put those here. And I think I'm going to do them down there as well. And then we want them over the top. Like that. Then I'm going to put a red beacon, I think, in the top like that. A torch on that side and a torch on that side. Should I do it on the top or should I do it like that? Oh, that looks better, doesn't it? It's like a beacon light, do you know what I mean? Like a police beacon, like an emergency beacon going off. I then want one here and one here, but instead of rails on it, I want a slab to go on top. I think this nice grey one will suit really nicely. And then we can get a minecart chest, or chest with a minecart, chest, minecart with chest. There we go. And then you put your luggage in here, and push it through. There you go, and it didn't go off. Now we can make it go off if we wanted to, actually quite easily. If I've got the beacon on me. If we use a note block, I think this will work. And we put a note block in there, and we get a detector rail. This might work. Might. We put the detector rail there. We put the note block on top. Boom. I think that's probably a good note. Did I hear ching? Oh, that's when I fell onto the thing. Ding! Ding! And you don't need to jump on top of it for it to move. You can actually just sort of clip it by walking near it, and it looks like you push it. Yeah. Bing! And it goes off. Alright, let's see if it still works if we put the beacon on top. I hope it does. I don't think it's a full block, so it shouldn't matter. Oh, it did. It didn't go off. Okay, no problem. We'll take the beacon off. I could put 2 beacons on if I wanted to, like that instead. Or I could put them like that. Oh, I like that. Bing. Okay, beautiful. So there's the one for your luggage. And then we want for the person itself. So we want iron... No, walls. I think cobblestone walls would probably be better. If we use cobblestone walls, and I'm going to do it 4 blocks wide, so there's a nice sort of amount of room between. We'll have something like that. If I move it over by 1, actually, if we moved it over here, then it doesn't touch this machine. I can put like a full block in there or something like that. Iron fence won't work. I just want like a grey block. Yeah, that'll do. It just sort of blocks that up nicely then. Carpet. Nice sort of dark grey carpet to go on top. Just neatens that up really, really nicely. We want the grey carpet. Grey carpet to go underneath. Whoops. What did I do? There we go. To go underneath. I'm going to leave those two blank because we might be able to do some sort of pressure plate thing with that. I can put a couple of beacons on top. I might do these ones blue. Blue beacon instead. I think a nice dark blue. Just so it looks a little bit different to the red ones next to it. And we want to have... Is there any way that I can do this? No blocks won't go off with a cobblestone wall above them either, will they? Oops. No. So I can't put that next to it. I want this to beep as well when we walk through it. But the only way that I can really think of would be like that with pressure plates in the middle. Oops. I can't place them on those. Oh, that's because of the block that it's on. Like that. But the no block itself doesn't really... It's not that much of an appealing looking block, is it? I mean, I could put the pressure plates on these and then have redstone underneath them. Ooh, it didn't like me breaking that. I could put redstone underneath. Oh wow, why does it not like me breaking the ground? And then put the note block there and there. Oh, it's dirt underneath. That should be fine. And that works. And then we can hide it up. We can then get the glowstone with the cup above it. I think that works really well. Then tune it up a little bit. There we go. They're both the same note now. It was disgusting when you mixed two notes together. Yeah. So we go bing. I think that's pretty neat, right? That's pretty neat. So we have to go through that before we can buy our ticket, before we can go up the escalators and get anywhere near the planes. Very, very important. Let's try and get the front of this shop done as well. We want to get our wand. In fact, I can clear my whole inventory. Let's get our wand. Go from here to there. Set snow blocks. We don't want any windows on the side. We want no windows on the back. We just want sort of one window along the front of each one of these. And there's no point going that high. Let's just do it to there for the moment. Gives us two nice sort of openings going on. We want a wall in the middle to divide the two up. And I think that's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. A pretty good start. Let's get snow blocks. We can do the rest by hand. I don't like the wall being touchable, or I don't like the wall being connected. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, I like to have a little bit of a gap around the corner. I don't like it when it's like flat flush with the wall. Oops. So I'll put one of those in and one of those in there. And then we want a nice amount of room for a window. I mean, we could do a little too wide window, or I could make that a little bit bigger. Have it like that. Let's try these new doors as well. Grey. I don't know how these doors quite work. We want what do we want? Iron door. Iron glass door. These ones you can't open by yourself. You need to have something to set them off with. And there is a player detector like we went through a couple of episodes ago. That's pretty smart, right? I think that looks pretty neat as well. It's not it's not too in your face. I sort of like that. Let's take those ones out. We'll get some nice glass. I suppose the noise could get on your nerves a little bit. So we can have one in there. And then I think we basically want the same thing over here. I think we've got a sort of really nice sort of design going on here. That one and that one. Do. And then put those, oops. Those down and those down. That works out really well. That works out really well. I think they're a nice size in there as well. It definitely needs a little bit more work. I think maybe some black surrounds for the windows or something like that. Make it stand out a little bit. I don't like that bit. What if we got, like, Podzol might be a nice one. It'd be really cool if I could put a face on that. You know, all of these problems would be solved if I used that mixer block like I did and do the whole floor with that. It would solve so many problems. I'm going to do it. I'm going to spend the time. I can't do it with welders, so I'm going to have to place each one by hand. But I'm going to do that and I'll be back. Okay, that took a while, but I think it was totally worth it because now we've got the benefit of having the glowstone as the floor without the downside of having to have carpet on top of it, limiting what blocks we can place where and the overall look of the place. A really cool weird glitch is that if you place one of these on top of another one, the one underneath it becomes invisible. I don't know. It's like a similar thing. A similar thing happens with ice and water in vanilla Minecraft. If you place water over ice, you can no longer see the ice anymore. Very weird. I don't know. Or I can get out. I might want to put those on the backside. Then I don't have to get so close to it, do I? Such an annoying sound, though. Okay, it looks so much better. Well, it doesn't really look that much different, I suppose. However, no, it's cool. However, it does allow us just so much freedom now. I was thinking about having something like trapdoors, like these ones would be perfect. Oops, and that one. And then some nice little sort of small sort of things, like I want a fern as one. Obviously, I want a fern as one. And then a couple of little flowers. I could use grass, I suppose. Grass might look neater. I went for Podzol originally because I think the Podzol looks a little bit better if it was on its own. But now that we have the ability to sort of use the trapdoors beside it, I think the green grass could look a little bit better. Yeah, green looks so much better. Green, a little tulip, a red one, and I just want something small. Something nice and neat. Oh yeah, one of these. That one. And I think it just looks really neat. We can have that one, that outside the cafe. I think I like this black. Wow, it really doesn't like me placing some blocks every now and again, does it? Look at that. Oh, that's why. Look, it was starting to rain. It freaked it out. Yeah, I think I like this. It just gives a little bit of accent to, or a little bit of contrast to the entire place. And then the electronics one, we can have like mobile phones in the window. I've actually got a phone, I think, in here. Phone, yeah. So we can have like those in the windows and stuff like that. I think it makes it look really, really neat. Okay, beautiful. I think now, are we going to have anything here? Like I could have some luggage here. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. You know how we were saying about not being able to have the luggage stuff? If we had chests and trap chests, that means that we can place them next to each other. Oh, well, also, we should have an ATM machine about as well. I'll just grab that so I don't forget. So I can do things like this and then put the trap chests next to them and sort of, oops, have a bunch of chests about. And then the people that run the airport can then come pick all the luggage up from here and take them down to the place where they get loaded onto the planes. Brilliant. Fantastic idea. AJ, you are such a genius. I know. You don't have to tell me again. That one. I don't want to have too much going on here, so I'm going to be a little bit careful about how many I place down. Like that. I think that's about good, right? I think just a nice little collection of luggage up there in the corner. We'll keep our seating area upstairs. That's, I think, a much better place for it. I do want some plants up here, though. I want some leaf plants, though. Not the little flower ones. I want ones that are a little bit taller. Let's get that grass again. And those trapdoors again. Now, I can't put... Oh, yeah, the ATM machine. Let's do that quickly as well. ATM... and slab. No, I don't have a slab on the top of it anymore. Let's have the ATM machine down here by the door. Bing. There you go. ATM. It's just an ender chest, but I think it's just like a little ATM machine. You put your card in, put your pin in, get your money out. I think it looks just nice and neat. Now I can't put this grass in the corner here because you can sort of see it from the outside here, and I don't think that really looks that good. So we're gonna have to do it one block in like this. Put the trap doors around the edge. Fold them all up. Leaf. Get some nice jungle ones so they're nice and thick. I think we'll have them 3 blocks high. Those trapdoors look really, really nice. Wow, I'm really gonna... I've got a feeling that I'm gonna be thanking you guys over the next few episodes to make me install the molasses door mod. It's really, really going to enhance. We still need to go around and put the garage doors on, like the fire station and a bunch of other places. The garage. Things like that. We need to go around and replace some doors with those iron doors. The great thing about these with the player detectors is that I was using a similar thing. I was using glass blocks, and then I was using a command block underneath running on a clock that when I got close to it, it detected that I was close to it and removed them, and then when I walked away, it got rid of them. The only trouble is that for a 2x2 door, it's for, I think, 8 command blocks. No, more than that. It's like 12 command blocks just to get rid of a 2x2 section and replace a 2x2 section. Awful lot of command blocks, a lot of redstone, a lot of lag because they're all running on a switch. It'll probably help the whole world about a little bit and remove quite a lot of that lag. I would have thought just by replacing those with the player detectors. Alone. So thank you so much. Yeah, that stuff, those giant hangs that we have, well, not giant hangs, those somewhat large hangs that we have just every now and again. It doesn't happen all that often. Did I do that one on the end? Yeah, I did. Okay, so they'll go up there. I think they actually look really neat, to be honest. I didn't know if I was actually going to like them or if we were going to have to do something special, but they actually don't look that bad. Oops. They don't look that bad at all. They sort of really neaten up the whole ceiling. And that one. Yeah, look at that. Lovely and neat. So I've got this one. 2 more rows to do. And here. I might as well do it now. Otherwise I'm going to forget. Big old gap of nothing. I fell. And that one. And then the last 2. 1, 2. And there. Okay, wonderful. That makes the ceiling, look how much that neatens the whole place up, man. So neat, so neat. This also needs to go. This needs to be replaced with snow blocks. Set snow blocks. Get rid of that giant wall. I don't mind the glass going around the edge. No, I think I'm going to get rid of the glass going around the edge as well. There. Yeah, I think that looks neater. And then this is going to be where our luggage is going to come out. So we can actually collect our luggage if we're coming to the island or coming back from somewhere to the island. So we want something like... we want a minimum of a 1 spot there and a 1 spot there as a minimum. It would be really nice, though, for aesthetical purposes, to have something like that. Then we have... I think we'll use the cyan clay to match in with the other side. And we'll have those, I think, like this. And some sort of... Well, I could do it along the top. Yeah, we'll have it along the top. Makes it nice and small, then small little hole. We want those steel. Cover your ears, guys. I'm sorry. You're going to have to cover your ears because it's going to be loud. We have to find a way how we're going to get through a little bit easier. Because I think that's actually used up quite a lot of room. Or... That's pretty neat. Still a nice amount of room for us to get through. Yeah, no, that's good. That'll work well. Okay, I need to get through this side as well. It doesn't really match on this side. I think I will make it go a little bit further, though. But it doesn't need to be square. Now I've stopped making that noise. I can now talk again. Oh, that's when I'm walking on it. So we don't need it to go round on the other end because we're not going to really be able to see that. But we want it round on this end so we get that sort of effect. Now we want rails, but we also want powered rails as well, just to keep the speed up. So I'm going to put powered rails in here. I think I can redstone block hidden here to power that. And we shouldn't really be able to see it. Not much at all, at least. And one here. Powered rail. Now, I don't know if we're going to need any more. We might not need any more. But for the moment, I'm going to do normal rails through here. And normal rails around here. I can put some powered rails on the back. I don't really want powered rails on the front because I don't really like how they look. Minecart. Oops. Minecart with a chest. Give it a push. I think that's a really good speed. And you can collect your luggage. I think it's just a nice little sort of touch. You can also open them. But as soon as it gets far enough away, it'll then close again. I think I'm going to stop that, though, for the moment. Oh, I didn't want to take it off the track. Because that sound is going to drive me absolutely insane. So I think I'll just put like a couple of them on here. Just like that, I think, for the moment. We can make them move around at a later date. But for my own sanity, I don't want to have that noise going on. Okay, wow, I think we've pretty much done for today. I think I might actually be a little bit over time. But I've had a lot of fun. We might be here again next episode, or I might go away and try something else. I don't know. Come back here. I sort of want to get this finished off because we're not really that far away now. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode. Bye!